What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another pay-per-view review. Pay-per-review. Premium live pay-per-view event thing. Review. It was Survivor Series, and he's back. Look in my eyes. What do you see? CM Punk back in WWE. I just made that one up. Yeah, CM Punk is back. Long speculation. Nobody know what was going on. My shirt is out here looking crazy right now. I don't like it. But yeah, CM Punk came back at Survivor Series. They were in Chicago. It made sense that he would be there. There were reports saying, he's not going to be here. They had talks like weeks ago, and then it died down, and then nobody knew what was happening. And then at the end, they got the little, copyright. You know how Triple H like his little copyright thing, and then something crazy happens in the end. Got the little copyright thing, and then his music hit. Ooh, that crowd's at. Let me just show you one quick thing from CM Punk's the plus delta, as they say. CM Punk, the plus delta. CM Punk returns on the official YouTube one day later, 4.2 million. I just listen to that crowd. Crowd like crazy for CM Punk. That's just when his music hits, and then when he comes out, nuts. I can't play it all because I'm a baby child and this shit might go down. Yeah, he came out with I ain't gonna lie. I lost my mind. I was like, up, it's over. Hey, CM Punk in a show. My voice went crazy. I was like, they did it. CM Punk, they did it. What does that mean? I guess we'll talk about it as I go on towards the end. But we're gonna go to the beginning. The first War Games match with the women's. It was Damage Control taking on Bianca, Charlotte, Becky, and Shotzi. And the whole story pretty much was two stories. One story was can they trust Bayley? Because Damage Control trust Bayley because they've been wanting to jump Bayley out Damage Control ever since Kyrie Sane came back and Asuka's now in there. There's a whole thing I tried to do before, but my whole computer didn't want to work. But yeah, they've been ever since they've been giving her dirty looks. They've been trying to kick her out. And, she's been really trying to prove herself, and she did in this match. And the other one is the can they coexist between Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. Charlotte called Becky up because they didn't have a fourth member. Every time Bianca tried to do it, Damage Control just kept beating people up. And then so she said she was going to do it. And then they had a tag team match with Bayley and Asuka versus Becky and Charlotte. Of course, Bayley wins with Asuka, and she's the one that got the pin on Bayley after there's a communication where she had to win on Bayley, but Asuka tried to get involved, but Charlotte speared Asuka into break up the pin on accident. There was a whole thing. So that was how that went down. But of course, at the end, they got on the same page. They hugged, and so they did win. Bayley was the MVP, as I said. She was the one that was making sure nobody else in Damage Control got taken out. She got the knee to Charlotte when she got the knee to Becky. I think when she got a disarmer on her, or that might have been Io. I don't know. Io's crazy. She's jumping off the top of the cage with the trash can on, and Charlotte she went on the top cage and she did a moonsault, popped Io right in the head. Like nobody, I saw that. She need Io right in the head. I was like, Oh no, that didn't look. That looked like it hurt. Who else did she help? So she helped Io. She helped Asuka when they went to get the pin on her. She broke that pin up, and then in the end, Charlotte went to go spear Kyrie, but uh, Bayley moved out the way, so she's the one that got hit with the spear. And I think Shotzi hit the senton on the top. I think Bianca hit the KOD, and then they set up the table, and then Becky hit a avalanche man who was slammed through the table, and they got the win. Like I was saying, good stuff in this. They did a spot where they had all of them, like the baby faces, tied it up, and they did like basement drop kicks on them. I mentioned the top rope, the top cage spots. Bianca, or not Bianca, Asuka missed it. Shotzi, Kyrie got trash cans, was slapping Shotzi all across the face with it. There was, yeah, and then Bayley saving everybody. Yeah, good, fun, structured match. Uh, they put out all the stops, and they were saying that this was Charlotte's first one, first Wargames match. So she had to get that W. They came out. Damage Control came out with all different masks. I think they were like Oscar masks. That was kind of great. Bianca had the double hair braided, so she was whipping people. She was double Dutch whipping people. That was fun stuff. So good match. I would give it like an A minus. It was one of my favorite matches of the whole night. Uh, Towards the end, there was one more thing. Towards the end, Asuka went to do the mist thing on Shotzi again, but she moved out the way. She like ducked out the way, and Bianca had like a fire extinguisher. She was extinguishing Asuka's face. It was great. Next up, Ring General Gunther defends his Intercontinental Championship against Miz. It was a good match. Probably one of Miz's best matches, especially in a while. I know he's had a lot of really good matches back in like 2014 stuff, 2016 stuff when he was Intercontinental Champion with Dolph. The stuff he did after that, he had good stuff. But this was based on pretty much respect. Gunther, being the wrestler's wrestler, and Miz being the entertainer. Gunther was saying, "Hey, you're very funny, you're very entertaining. You please these people, but you're not a wrestler. You're not like me. You don't think the mat is sacred, and I'm gonna show you. You had 8 great reigns as a champion, but I don't respect you, and you're not the greatest Intercontinental champion. I am." And Miz pretty much was saying, "Oh, the stuff he does say, 2-time Grand Slam champion in main events." He said it doesn't matter about the reigns, like it's about. Uh, he said it's matter what I did with the reigns. Gunther was saying it doesn't matter how much the reign, it's about the quantity of the reigns, and a lot of people on commentary, calling the other one, Corey Graves, who's back, had a baby boy, congrats, was saying pretty much. Uh, if he wins, if Miz wins, he would tie with Chris Jericho for longest most Intercontinental title reigns. If Gunther wins, just cements his legacy, continue his reign, and Gunther wins. There was back and forth. They was working on the chest of Miz. I think his arm. Miz was working on his legs, to get that figure four in. He did the figure four spot from the post, the one that he did with Bret Hart, and when Bret Hart was a heel, he used to do the figure four on a leg post. He did one of those. They did a couple Intercontinental title spots. They did the thing with the Bret Hart with the exposed turnbuckle, but you try to catch him and then you flip over and you pin him. He did one of those things. Miz got really close too, where he kicked when he took the turnbuckle off. He kicked Gunther right in the shin, and then he gave the turnbuckle to the ref, and he turned around, boom, hit him with a low blow, skull crushing finale. He got that for 2. But in the end, he tried to do it again. Clothesline, hold these chops. He goes to the top, hits a splash, goes on the other side, hits another splash, and then kind of hits like a lion tamer, like not a full Nelson, but kind of a lion tamer. A little shout out to Chris Jericho, he did it like to the back. Right? Same thing. I think it's the same thing. And got the win. Gunther taps out Miz and still Intercontinental Champion. It'll be interesting to see what is next for that. But backstage, uh, well, I'll talk about that later. Next up is Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. Fun match. Unfortunately, wasn't long. It was like maybe 8 minutes of that. I thought they were supposed to get like 12, 15 minutes, but they only got like 8 of it. What they got was great. I think there was not a Hurricanrana. There was probably one of those. Oh, there was a tornado DDT in that mismatch. But I think there was like a uh, Canadian Destroyer, one of those inverse Canadian Destroyers. I forgot the name of it. They don't do it often, so I forgot. Unfortunately, it was short. Um, it was supposed to be Carlito, but of course, um, Santos Hater Bar uh, took out Carlito. He took out Rey Mysterio, which is hilarious because Rey was taking Carlito's side, and they're supposed to be family. And told he told Rey Mysterio he hope he never comes back, and he hoped they have to amputate his leg, keep him out forever. So he's no part. He's no longer part of the LWO. He kicked uh, uh, Joaquin Wild and uh, Cruz del Toro to the side after Zelina yelled and slapped him in the face. So now he's supposed to get new people. He's supposed to get the Garza brothers. I was finger crossed and hoping he got Dragon Lee, but he might get Axiom, which I will take either way. Um, but yeah, I think uh, Dragon Lee hit one of those German suplexes. Was going for his power bomb, but he didn't get it. That's how he got the destroyer and then Phantom Driver 1, 2, 3. Give me more. Give me a rematch on SmackDown and make it like 15, 20 minutes. That'd be great. Next up, uh, women's world championship match. This match also wasn't long. This was also maybe 10 minutes. I look at the runtime real quick, but I don't think it was long. Survivor Series. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Survivor Series 2023. Wiki. Talk about, see how long these matches were real quick. So the first match, the first women's Wargames match was 33 minutes and 35 seconds. Gunther versus Miz was 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Santos and Dragon Lee was 7 minutes, 40 seconds. And Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark was 9 minutes and 15 seconds. So they weren't very long matches. Um, Again, story is for Zoe is, you know, as good as Rhea Ripley is, she got her mind focused on too many things. She's worried about Drew being in the match. She's worried about Damon Priest trying to be the leader. Judgment Day, trying to handle her women's division, Judgment Day business, and a whole bunch of other things at once. It says you're gonna slip up, and I'm here for the picking. She wasn't. She tried. She lost, but good effort. Maybe Shayna Baszler might be next, but I would probably rather maybe see them both, in that tag division because that tag division needs help. But they might have Shayna have her match maybe at Saudi Arabia, maybe at Royal Rumble. I don't know. They need the women need help. I ain't gonna hold you because Becky's there, but Becky might be focused on something else after because they're gonna probably try to stretch that match until WrestleMania unless they have a match at Rumble and then she wins or Rhea wins and then maybe somebody else wins the Rumble and she challenges Rhea, or maybe she enters the Rumble again. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I do know that Rhea Ripley wins this match, hold this Glasgow type kiss, Riptide, you done 1, 2, 3, It's over, and still World's Women's Champion Rhea Ripley because it was great. Uh, Rhea looked like a million trillion bucks. She's great. So two things we talk about. First thing, they had a Ruffles commercial, Ruffles type thing backstage. All the tag teams was in the back, and then Pretty Deadly come and it was like, oh, can I get some of these? It was like, oh, these are good crisps. And Otis is like, what did you call them? Crisps. They're chips, crisps. And they was going back and forth with the chips and the crisp. And then Elton Prince kind of like threw the chips on the floor, and he goes to get it, and you pop up. R-Truth comes up, huge pop for R-Truth. Love to see R-Truth. He's back. It was like, guys, you guys are arguing. It ain't chips. It ain't crisp. It's Ruffles, baby. And now watch Tozawa do the Ruffles shuffle. I missed R-Truth. Ah, more of R-Truth, please, and thank you. Ah, mm, love me some R-Truth. Glad he got that big pop to Chicago. Big pop for R-Truth. Love to see it. I'm happy. And then they did New Day came and they did a Slim Jim commercial. It was like, how many Slim Jims do we have to eat for them to just give us this car? So that was that. Next up was pretty much the whole show revolved around where's it Randy Orton. Jay is like, man, Randy Orton's not coming. It's all my fault. I he's gone for like almost a year because me. I kicked him in his face and I did the thing with the chair. He was out and now he hates me. I'm gonna cost everybody. And it was like, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. Hey, it's me and you last year. Now it's me and you this year. We're good. Everything will be fine. So then I think everybody's looking for uh, Cody, but nobody can find them. Judgment Day, they come out and Dom is like, hey guys, check this out. I heard that Randy Orton's not even here. Like, oh, that's good. Before there was just talk about nothing. Damian Priest is like all in on JD now, which I love. Uh, there was like, even if he is here, we're gonna take him out. It's gonna be an implosion because of Jay. We got this. Don't worry about it. And then Damian Priest was like, well, I'm gonna catch up with Drew. We're gonna talk a little bit and do the plan. And you kind of saw Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre talking while New Day was coming through the thing with the Slim Jim car. And then everybody's like, hey, Cody, where is this man at? He's like, oh, he'll be here. Don't worry. Hey, relax. He'll be here. Tranquilo. Then they all came out. Judgment Day came out looking great. They came out together. Fantastic. Um, Drew comes out. He's in the cage. Cody comes out first. Whoa! Jay comes out. Big ovation for Jay. I love to see it. And then he's on the thing, doing the thing. Everybody's following him. Hey, hey, hey. And then Drew McIntyre just, I hate you so much. And Jay just looking in the cage like, what you going to do? Sam comes out. Seth comes out. Gives everybody fist bumps. Kind of little slowly handshakes Cody. Start the match. It's Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Yeah, those were the two because the whole history about the 7 years thing that they did over the summer that Finn Balor should have won the title, but we're not going to talk about that right now. He comes out. I think I think the heels. Did the heels? Yeah, the heels had the advantage because Drew McIntyre beat Jey Uso. Then I think JD came out, and it was JD and him taking them out. Then Jay comes out, a little upper hand, and then Drew McIntyre was trying to come out. Damian Priest is like, stick to the plan, big man. Don't worry about it. I got it. And he comes out. The leader Damian Priest, mind you. He comes out, and I think oh yeah, Cody comes out. Wait, no, I'm lying to you. Um, oh, Sammy comes out. I was so confused for a half a second. Sammy comes out. I forgot he was on the team. And then Drew comes out, and then Cody comes out. as soon as the clock down happened, they was already booing Dominic Mysterio. They was booing Dom. As soon the second that thing hit, the whole crowd just started booing. It was great. And they was taking them out. So all the you know how war games work. There's nothing fancy about them. Drew McIntyre was going after Jay for like 2-3 minutes, and then that was it. Then everybody comes out, they're beating them up, and then the final countdown comes, right? 3, 2, 1. Everybody's waiting. Randy, Randy. Well, there was CM Punk, and then it was Randy, Randy, and then Judgment Day comes out, and then Mommy Rhea Ripley comes out with the briefcase. They're trying to tell him, hey, cash it in. Let's do this. Let's do. Because I think they put Seth Rollins through a table, so they was like, yes, let's. Yeah, Millie Wop on in the block. And then I am voices, and the crowd goes, woo! Crowd goes crazy. He goes in. Everybody gets power bombs. You get a power bomb. Everybody does like a five DDT thing. Yeah, Randy Orton's back. It's great to see him. The man is jacked, baby. Woo! The man is out here looking like Brock Lesnar in the streets, bro. That man is out here. Um, and then you know, I think that was the last time we saw Drew do something with Jay. But that was really it. There was a lot of yeet every time they go back and forth with him and Drew McIntyre. There was like yeet, everything yeet, 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 yeet. Oh, and then time somebody hit Jay, everybody blew and then hit him back, yeet. So that was so Jay is over. You love to see it. Give him the Intercontinental title. Just give it to him. That's what I say. Give him the title. That's what I would do. Oh, Cody Rhodes had a cowbell somehow, and him and Seth used it together to clothesline. I think Damian Priest done it. But in the end, Carnage happens. JD tries to run up the top. I think Sammy and Seth goes up and catches him. And then, Randy Orton is like, oh, yes, give it to me, babe. Gotta stretch real quick. Bring them to me. Bring them to me. They launch him off. RKO. Crowd was great, of course, because they love to see the RKO. And then Crossroads on the leader. Damian Priest, 1, 2, 3. They win. There was one little thing with Orton and Jey Uso, of course. I was just talking about Jey Uso is the one that cost Randy Orton all the good stuff, and he's about to hit an RKO on somebody that was over there. I think Finn, maybe. And he turns, he sees Jay, and Jay's kind of turning around, and then they look at each other. He was like, "Oh, I remember. Oh, you think I don't forget? I'm the Viper. I always remember what you did. You took me out." And then he's about to get attacked by Finn, but he pushes him out Jay pushes him out the way. Boom, hits him with a super kick, and then Orton kind of looks at him. And was like, "Okay, I respect it." And then he hits Drew with the RKO. Something he hit somebody with an RKO. I don't remember what happened. Maybe, yeah, I think he hits Drew with the RKO, something like that. And then the ending Crossroads to the leader Priest, 1, 2, 3, they win. That's it. That's a wrap. Babyfaces win. Nothing happened. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. CM Punk's music hit. I lost it. I did. I'm gonna hold you. I went crazy. I was losing my marbles. He came out. He was with the fan. The fan was like, Chicago, 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 Chicago. It was hilarious. And then he was like, all right. And he went on the other side and was hugging them. Everybody was crying. He was emotional. Everybody, let's cry time. And yeah, he kind of looked down the ramp. And then that was the show. The show ended, and there was a lot of things. Obviously, Seth Rollins was like, "I hate you. I'm going to effing kill you. F you, F you," throwing up the middle fingers and stuff towards him. And and then CM CM Punk was completely ignoring Seth Rollins, was having a hissy fit. Randy Orton's in the cage, like in the cage, took a seat, sat down, and just waving at CM Punk and Randy Orton just waving at each other. I know it was supposed to be serious for Seth Rollins, but it was just funny. He's just like waving, like he's kind of just waving at Seth Rollins. It just looks like he's mad at him, but when you like really see it, it just Randy Orton and waving, they're just waving at each other. Also, kind of in the background, um, it kind of seems like Jay and like Randy was talking to each other. Jay, Randy was like, "Hey, I don't know if he did that like to CM Punk or about what happened." He was like, "Whatever, it's in the past. We're cool." Randy did a fist bump. Jay put it, so it seems like they're cool. For now, I would assume maybe Randy would just come out and be like, "Hey, we're fine." Maybe that might do a little Randy and Drew thing, that little type of thing, or maybe they might get Drew. Maybe he might be focused on Damian Priest now because he didn't get enough of Jey Uso. It'll be interesting to see what they do tonight. Definitely. I personally think that Randy Orton should just go to SmackDown right now and just go to SmackDown, have a feud with the Tribal Chief. That's what I would do. It was like, hey, I know one member of the family, we cool, but nah, man, me and you guys, we ain't cool until I got that title. He's like, got my man's kicked out. Now it's on. You could do it from there, but it seems like he probably comes out the Raw and be like, hey, I know what happened with me and Jay. I know I don't forget, but he did kind of save me out there from getting taken out. And it is what it is at this point. He saved me. It seems like he's tried to been doing good. We're cool. You could just leave it at that. What's next for Jay and Sammy? I already said for Jay, I want him to be Intercontinental Champion. I think he more than deserves one singles run. And I think him and Sammy might be the only two right now that could probably realistically, from the babyface side, take the title from Gunther. Maybe Jay more because Sammy had that opportunity when he was with Kevin Owens. But also, Jay and Sammy could go in a tag division. They still got those tag titles. Jay's like, hey, maybe him and Cody might try to do it, but Cody might be like, hey, look, I got one goal. We tried it. We won them, but your cousin's he's on my hit list. It can be like, hey, no hard feelings, Goose. I respect it. But then maybe Jay and Sammy can be a thing because the bloodline thing. Maybe they could do one of those things, and maybe they can probably take the titles off of them. That would be interesting to see. But I kind of want to see Jay as IC champ. I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of really want to see him as world champ. I think he would cook as world champ. I think he would do good, personally. But definitely IC champ. IC champ, tag team champs with Sammy, or IC champ. One of the two. Uh, what's the next for CM Punk? I mean, I'm assuming CM Punk and Seth Rollins they're gonna feud till WrestleMania. And it just depends on if the title's gonna be on the line or not. I can see a thing where Drew McIntyre he has this thing with Damian Priest. Maybe they do the thing where the briefcase is on the line. Drew wins the briefcase, cashes in on Seth Rollins. He becomes world champion. He goes. Maybe he faces whoever at WrestleMania. Maybe faces Gunther. Maybe Jay does beat him, and he does him versus uh, Drew versus Gunther for the world title at Mania. Maybe they do Seth and um, CM Punk main event night one. No title on the line, just me, just 1-on-1. Who knows? I I like to see it. Maybe they would do if they do that. Maybe they do Jay versus Sam. Maybe they do for the Intercontinental title. Maybe they do Jay versus Kevin Owens versus Jimmy versus Sammy Owens. Sammy Owens. Sammy. Sammy. Sammy Zayn. Sammy Owens. Sammy Zayn. They main event night one of WrestleMania. Maybe they open. Maybe next year. Last year they main evented night one. Maybe next year they open night one and put on a banger IC title match. That would be fire. And then Jay still wins. He retains. And then he goes on and he's a great Intercontinental Champion. That's what I think. That's what I think should happen, to be honest. Um, but we'll see what happens. What did you guys think of the show? I give the show about a with CM Punk, and I give the show about an A. Without CM Punk, I'd probably give the show about a B plus. The women's War Game match was really good. Uh, nothing was bad on the show. Everything was like the women's World Game or World War Games really good. Tops. Um, IC title match, maybe a little below that. Then maybe men's War Game, then the Santos thing, and then the women's thing. But then CM Punk up there. Oh well, our Truth up there, and then CM Punk, and then everything else. Um, but what did you guys think? Do you think Bayley's gonna get kicked out of Damage Control, or I had a theory. I don't know if it's gonna work, but my theory was, hey, maybe she did lose, but it was like, hey, I tried to save everybody. I understand, I didn't get the win. That's on me. Maybe they try to maybe think about ganging up on her. She's like, but I did say that I have a plan to make us even stronger for next time. And then Sasha Banks comes back. That'd be crazy, right? And then later on, Sasha Banks turns on Bayley. That'd be fire. And then she's also part of Damage Control. She'd be like that fifth member. That'd be fire. Fire. Also, I think, and then also seeing Santos for two things: seeing Santos and Dragon Lee bring back the cruiserweight title. Bring it back. You got Santos, you got Dragon Lee, you got Cedric Alexander. I think it's still 205 maybe. Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, people from NXT, Carmelo Hayes, um, uh, people whose names I can't think of right now. Oh, Xavier Woods. I think he weighs exactly 205. You got the talent. Bring back Drew Gulak is still there. Bring it back. Just bring it back. Don't be cowards. That's what I would say. Just bring it back. Also, they need a women's mid-card title too, because I don't think Rhea's dropping her title any soon. I don't really even see Io dropping her title anytime soon. The NXT title, you could probably make it that, but they'll probably just stick it to NXT. Just give me a mid-card title to go across all three brands. You'd be great. That was it. That's all I got. A show, B plus without CM Punk, but still really good show. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one.